on my cricket show, Cricket Happenings Live on YouTube. You might find that my enthusiasm might be lacking today. As I said, I'm a bit under the weather. This week has been a very rough week for me as far as my health is concerned. But as you know, I have this great craving or passion, whatever you call it, for waxing eloquent on cricket. So that's the precise reason I am here, despite the hiccups I have. So here I am talking to you, and what I'm going to look at today is I'm going to look at three test matches happening in different parts of the globe, especially the Trans-Tasman territory, where Australia seemed to have a real stranglehold on Pakistan, going into the I reckon it is we are going into the fourth day, I reckon. Also, it's a similar situation when England versus New Zealand, where England are definitely, in fact, New Zealand have really fought very, very hard there. They have, in fact, usurped the England total and taken a lead, but some really, really, some very, very strong batting from BJ Watling, who is someone who sticks like a leech when it comes to batting. And also the historic, the first ever day-night test match under lights with a pink ball, and that too in a country like India for the very, very first time. And I can very safely say that India are 4 wicket. It would be a test which would be finishing in the less limited amount of days in India, as India is concerned. So I'm going to have a look. I'm going to give you a brief summary. Right now, this was just a sort of a synopsis here, but now I'm going to run through the summary. So let's start off with the historic India versus Bangladesh match, which is currently happening at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, in India. And as that pink ball cricket under lights, and the crowds really flocked here at the Eden Gardens. And Eden Gardens in Kolkata is sort of a hotbed as far as Indian cricket is concerned. And let's have a look as to what happened. Now, I'm just going to skim through what happened here. So we will look at what really happened at Eden Gardens in Kolkata in 2 days that has gone by. So let's have a look at Bangladesh. So Bangladesh were the ones who batted first on this particular track. Both the teams were playing their first ever day-night test cricket with a pink ball cricket. It was all about bowling on a very good line of innings, the innings, for just 106 runs. The only thing that one could see from there, from what Bangladesh played, was Shadman Islam at the top of the order, making 29, being the highest scorer with 5 boundaries. And they had Liton Das making 24. He had to retire. He was hit by the bouncer. The Indian bowlers, as I said, now has become very lethal, especially Mohammad Shami. He's hitting the batsman on their body. Liton Das retired hurt 24 to 5 boundaries, blown away by the Indians. The Indian bowling, well, Ishan Sharma went on to pick up a 5-wicket bag, 12 overs, 4 minutes, 22 runs and 5 wickets. Umesh Yadav, 7 overs, 2 minutes, 29 runs and 3 wickets. Mohammad Shami, 10.3 overs, 2 minutes, 36 runs and 2 wickets. And Jadeja, just 1 over of spin in the entire day there by Ravindra Jadeja. Now, the Indian reply was a very, very good reply by India. As I said, India were playing their first ever day-night test match, and they replied in wonderful fashion. They declared the innings closed at 374 for 9, so thus taking a massive lead at that. It was basically, if you look at it, it is a 241 runs lead that they took. If you look at the Indian card there, Virat Kohli was the shining piece there. Virat Kohli getting into a record, in fact, breaking Ricky Ponting's record for the most centuries by a captain in a test match and in a test career, one could say. So Kohli made 136 in the Indian total of 347. 136 with 18 delectably timed boundaries. The other principal contributors were Pujara with 55 with 8 boundaries, Ajinkya Rahane making 51 with 7 boundaries, and after that it was Bangladesh bowling with a good job, one could say, as Al Amin Hussain picked up 3 for 85, 2 for 77 for Abu Jayed, 3 for 91 Abadat Hussain, as coming as a concussion substitute for Litan Das, or probably Naeem Hassan, one could say, at 1 for 80. Bangladesh, at close of play, this is just on day 2 at Eden Gardens in Kolkata in the second innings. The starting the innings with an arrears of 241 runs were really put under the pump right away, as at one point it was Ishan Sharma, the chief record-in-chief for the first innings, reducing them to just 13 for 4, which was a very sad scene. Sharman Islam, Imrul Qais, Mominul Haq, everyone back into the pavilion. Umesh Yadav taking 1 wicket, and then Mushfiqur Rahim joined Mahmudullah, and one thought Mushfiqur and Mahmudullah were doing a good job. They were getting a handle on the Indian bowlers. They were stroking the boundaries. They had a sort of an aggressive approach to the Indian bowlers, and it was really working very well. And one thought that, the Bangladesh the most experienced players in the absence of Shakib Al Hasan and Tamim Iqbal would be in a position to lift them out of troubled waters. Well, they were doing that perfectly, and as the score reached 82, whereby a 69-run partnership ensued between these two, tragedy struck. To complicate matters for Bangladesh, I would say Mahmudullah pulled a hamstring and he could not bat. He retired 139 at a juncture where he was doing pretty well with the bat. 7 boundaries in his 39. Mushfiqur Rahim was there till the end, not out on 59, piloting the Bangladesh innings with 10 boundaries, and it will all depend on him to see whether Bangladesh can actually at least avoid an innings defeat here, because they require another 89 runs. And if you look at the card there, Bangladesh have and okay, just talking about it, Mehdi Hassan Miraz was out for 15, and Mehdi Hassan was also a concussion substitute. And at the end of close of play, they were 152 for 6. So Mushfiqur Rahim still has Litan Das still to come, but one does not know after what happened how he'll be able to play. But one has to wait and see. But other than that, they have only tailenders for company, and I think it is going to be a big task for Mushfiqur. At the bowling, 4 for 39, Ishan Sharma definitely eyeing his second 10-wicket haul in Test cricket. 2 for 40 for Umesh Yadav. Mohammad Shami was not in the wickets column today, unfortunately. 8 overs, none for 42. And we had Ashwin bowling for the first time in this particular match. 5 overs, no maiden, none for 19. So that was the story of the first ever day-night test match happening between both these countries, India and Bangladesh, with a pink ball under lights at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, the hotbed of Indian cricket. Okay, now let's shift our attention to the Trans-Tasman territory. When I talk about the Trans-Tasman territory, it is meaning Australia and New Zealand. So let's get on to Australia. Let's get on to the Gabba and see what really happened there. Gabba in Brisbane is something, it's always been known for being a good batting track. Pakistan versus Australia, and it was Pakistan playing on the first day, the ones who batted first, and they were bowled out for 240 runs by the Aussies. The Aussie bowling really getting all over the Pakistan batsmen. And we'll have a look at the Pakistan card shortly. I'm just waiting for the Pakistan card to pop appear 240, and it was Asad Shafiq who was the chief scorer for Pakistan at the first test of the ICC World Test Championship at the Gabba in Brisbane. So, if you look at the card there, Pakistan had Asad Shafiq to thank for making 76 with 7 boundaries. Openers, they solved the entire first session of this best ever opening partnership by an away playing, but a team which is coming abroad, which is touring Australia and getting. Other than that, I thought this was the best part of 87 runs added for the good. 37 from Rizwan, Yasir Shah making 26, 240 all out, 4 wickets for Mitchell Starc, 2 for 46, Hazelwood, Cummins 3 for 60. Australia in their reply absolutely booming as they did not declare the innings and they went on to 580, thus getting a lead of 340 runs, which is a massive lead. The Australians, if you look at the Australian card, David Warner making 154 with 10 fours. What a start for him for the summer after going through the horrors against Stuart Broad. And one thought that Pakistan definitely missed the trick with Naseem Shah. In the whole first day, one would have expected the Pakistans to do their homework, and nowadays every team does it. So it came as a real shocker that the Pakistanis did not do their homework, and they should have definitely not. Nobody bowled to David Warner around the wicket on a consistent basis, as they very well knew that Stuart Broad had him as a bunny rabbit in the Ashes series, and one never knew that nobody could do it. And only, at least I would say, better late than never, that they realized about it. And Naseem Shah, the young bloke, the tearaway, already bowled the fastest ball of the Test series of the Test year, was the one who took his wicket. And what a proud moment for him! His maiden Test wicket there for the young bloke Naseem Shah. And David Warner was absolutely put under the pump when the Pakistan bowlers started coming round to, especially Naseem Shah, who actually beat him and picked up his wicket. And this bloke, Naseem Shah, 16 years old, definitely looks destined for greater things in the future for Pakistan. So David Warner, 154, 10 boundaries. Joe Burns making 97, 10 boundaries. But Manas Labuschagne took the cake there with a heroic innings of 185 with 20 boundaries. And Labuschagne from him, he was making batting look easy. He was looking very easy on the eye, and a marvelous maiden Test done for Labuschagne, who probably, and this is the time one could say that Labuschagne has arrived for Australia. Labuschagne would be making his presence felt, and I think Labuschagne, now we would be seeing Labuschagne cement his place in the Australian mix of cricket, one could say. So, as far as so Australia having a massive lead. Other than that, there was 60 from Matthew Wade, a very quick 60 from Matthew Wade, 7 fours and 1 6 in that. And as far as the Pakistan bowling, they definitely went for plenty. Naseem Shah, 20 overs and 168, 2 for Shaheen Shah Afridi, was the best bowler. 1 for 73, Imran Khan, 4 for 205 with Yasir Shah. Yasir Shah picked up the wicket of Stephen Smith for the 7th time in 6 Test matches. And that was something great. Pakistan, in their second innings at close of play, were placed at 64 for 3, struggling there. But it was Mitchell Starc and Cummins with 2 wicket and 1 wicket apiece. And Shan Masood was there holding the fort, not out on 27 with 3 boundaries. Babar Azam, who missed out in the first innings, was not out on 20. And Pakistan have a huge task: 276 runs in arrears. And it looks like, unless and until Pakistan can really bat, they have only Iftikhar Ahmed and Mohammad Rizwan to come after that. So one probably the onus would be on Babar Azam and Shan Masood to really go big if Pakistan wants to save this. Well, this being said, now we head off towards the trans, as I said, we are in the Trans-Tasman territory. We head off towards the first Test match, which is also the first Test match ever held, being a new Test venue, the Mount Manguini Oval in New Zealand. And this was the first Test match which is ever played here at the Mount Manguini Oval. Test debut. What a start for Dom Sibley of the very first ball of his international career. He stroked the boundary. And well, let's have a look at the England card. So England 353 was the score for England, and New Zealand definitely putting up a fighting performance there for New Zealand. So let's have a look at the England card first, as to see what really happened on the England platform there. And for England, Ben Stokes and Joe Densex, Sam Curran cracking 43. Sorry, friends. And wicket takers, Saudi, 4 wickets, 2 for 41. Granholm, 1 wicket to Bolt, 3 for 90 for Neil Wagner. Always his aggressive self, as you know. A bit of talk to the batsman, a bit of saber rattling, one could call. New Zealand, what a fight from New Zealand. In fact, they were struggling on the first day in reply to England's 353. They were kept at 144 for 4. England got immediate reward on the second day, or what do you call, third day. They got immediate reward when Nichols was sent back to the pavilion by Joe Root, very gentle office. But after that, one thought that England would get a stranglehold there. It was not to be. What a performance from BJ Watling. I mean, this bloke, what to say about him? What a player BJ Watling has been for New Zealand. What a wonderful servant he has been for New Zealand cricket. I mean, he comes there, he stays there, he frustrates the opposition, he wears the bowlers out, he stays there like a rock. And what an innings. Watling not out, 119 with 15 boundaries. Will resume the innings today. And he had some great fun. I think Granholm should be really given credit, because Granholm is normally an aggressive player. He curbed his natural instinct in the context of the team situation and really put them out of the misery, I would say. 197 for 5. England would have been fancy to go and take the lead. But look at what happened. What a partnership from these two players. It really took a lot of time, but nevertheless, it does not really matter. What matters is what New Zealand has done here is they have gone on to take the lead. I mean, they are right now, even though one would consider this just a handy lead, 41 runs, all to the good, one could say. So BJ Watling, not out 190, will be resuming operations today when they bat here. Granholm making 65, 7 fours and 1 6. A very crucial innings from Granholm there. Santner just picked up from where Granholm left off, and he also played, I would say, in a way that Vijay Watling was doing, and that was to really go and really block the English bowlers. He was not out on 31. Both will be resuming duty. Another partnership developing. In fact, already yielded 78 runs. I think England and New Zealand, this series is really something really worth watching, because one can see the toughness in both the sides. Every time they get onto a cricket field, it is absolute war out there, and one is really wanting to see such healthy cricket. And it has started right from the World Cup, and we saw the T20 series, now it's the Test series, and I think it's really getting all the more exciting as far as the England-New Zealand series is concerned. Well, dear fans and grabbers, a pleasure bringing you this this cricket show, cricket happenings. And that is as far as today on Saturday my show is concerned. And I will be seeing you all tomorrow. That's on my next cricket show. That will be definitely up on a Sunday. That's tomorrow. So we have, tomorrow when I come back to you, probably it will be an Indian win over Bangladesh, probably an Australian win over Pakistan, and also New Zealand, England. I think Pride be probably heading towards a draw. One has to really wait and watch as to what really transpires. But definitely there's more and more fun in the making. No doubt about it. Keep your eyes glued onto your television sets, and also keep an eye to watch me tomorrow narrate the tale as to what happened in these three test matches. As you waited with bated breath, this is your host Ram. After this live broadcast, getting back to my studio. So basically, it's sayonara from here for Saturday, and see you all on Sunday. Thank you.